did you make the transition to conducting from playing violin?
Uh, well, actually, I wanted to conduct when I was very young. In the Soviet Union, it was not impossible for many reasons, but one of them structural. Over there, the music education was designed in such manner that first person had to graduate from school about 10 years, then another 5 years from college, then another 5 years from the conservatory. So one was over 30 years of age when one could start studying conducting. Symphonic conducting, because choral conducting was much earlier. So when I came to the United States, of course, I didn't think to start conducting. What I did, I came with wife and child, and I had to earn bread. And I was looking for permanent position, which would be kind of security position. So I started to teach at the university, and very soon established myself. And then when I did, I moved into conducting.
And today you have such a busy conducting and teaching career. How do you balance that with do you still play violin?
I juggle.
And how has starting out as a violinist influenced your conducting style?
Difficult question, but you know, most of great conductors whom I know were either violinists or cellists, like Toscanini, for example, sometimes pianists, even trombone player. I know one conductor who was conductor of Minnesota. But I do not know a single conductor who would become a violinist, pianist, violist, trombone player. It's always the other way. So one has to be able to play the instrument, to play it very well, and then comes the conducting.
And how do you feel about contemporary music that's popular today? How do you feel it differs from the classical music that you're so used to conducting and performing?
Well, you correctly so said, mentioned two words: contemporary music, popular music, and classical music. Three words. Classical music is something what can sustain itself and live for very, very long time. Popular music always existed, but this is something what lives for very short time. So in contemporary music, there is also popular music and something what will become classical music. So the area of popular music is a little bit known to me, but popular music is something for entertainment. Classical music is not necessarily for entertainment. This is food for your thought, for your heart. Why people come to the concert to listen to classical music, if they seriously come to listen to classical music? Life of every person, especially people who live longer life, cannot be very smooth. It's always turbulations. Even the people who are lucky to be the most comfortable have personal tragedies in their life, have their loves, their desires, not fulfilled desires, and they come to classical music to hear emotions which they think they experience alone. But in the concert hall, if it is communicated and communicated well, they feel and see that they are not alone. This is what classical music is about, and that's why they come to listen to that, to feel that somebody understands them and understands that it is possible, that all of us are connected, that this depth of the emotions actually never is changing, and we are understood, even if our, people around do not understand this particular person. This person feels that somebody, somewhere, at certain historic period, understood this struggle, this pain, these emotions. And this is why classical music lives for a very long time. But it requires, of course, attention.
And how can we get the younger generation to understand the power of classical music and to give it a chance and really just try going to performances?
Well, you are asking me a very difficult question. I think more education in elementary schools, but good education, not just education, because just education may turn them away. What we are trying to do, like yesterday, we invited a big group of young people to listen to us, maybe 90 or close to 100 came. and they heard maybe first time in their life music of this sort. And reports were that they were very moved because children are very, very susceptible. And they may be introduced to anything, and this will become their way of life. Young kids could be introduced to Nazism. They can be introduced to Muslim extremism, and then they put the belt and they blow up people. Better they would be introduced to classical music.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time, and we're looking forward to the performance today.
Thank you.